Hello, in this video I'm going to show you the process for drawing the correct contour for basic forms. It's very important that you watch this video to the end so that you know exactly what to do. So I'm going to begin by showing you a picture of this kitty cat, and this kitty cat is made up of basic shapes. So we have a oval or circle, triangles, some smaller circles and triangles, squares, and some rectangles and ovals. So what's important about this is learning to recognize shapes that make up everyday objects. So let's take a look at some forms. And we have, cylinder, cone, cube, and sphere. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at how the basic shapes transfer and become forms. So when you have a square, it becomes a cube. When you have a circle, it becomes a sphere. When you have a rectangle, it becomes a cylinder. When you have a triangle, it becomes a cone. We've already seen how drawing cubes in perspective can turn into everyday objects like furniture. So let's take a look at the process for drawing basic forms in just their contour, not shading. For a cube, you can begin with a square, just like in 1-point perspective, and you can have a little imaginary vanishing point. So we're already familiar on how to draw a cube using 1-point perspective and 2-point perspective. So you have 2 vanishing points. Okay, and that is our cube. Now for a sphere, what's important about the sphere is really training yourself in your muscle memory to get comfortable in drawing a circular shape. So it's something that takes practice. Just kind of going around in a circle till you can make sure it doesn't look like an oval. And we will be, shading it in a curve, but just as a reminder, I'm going to put these directional lines for the sphere. So for a cylinder, the things I want you to remember about a cylinder is they're elliptical based objects, just like the cone. You begin with this smiley face curve at the bottom, and after you've created this smiley face curve, you want to find the center, and you can draw a nice straight line. Now you can use this as a guide to get parallel lines for the sides. It's very important that these lines are parallel. And after you've drawn this base curve, you want your top curve to be the same. Now, depending on your eye level and perspective will determine how much of the top that you can see. So that's something to pay attention to when you're drawing. Now for the cone, it's the same process as the cylinder. When you start off with the base, you want to begin with the smiley face curve, find your center, and draw a guideline to connect the sides. Now always use a straight edge when drawing these forms. Don't freehand them because it will show. We want to use our tools so that we can really learn to master getting the correct forms. Okay, so after you've completed this, please put your name in the bottom right hand corner and upload this to Schoology.